Hi yogis, welcome to this 20-minute flow for Radiance. This practice is going to be pretty quick, but it just incorporates some fluid, slow moving sequences with some standing postures just to add a little bit of groundedness and rootedness into the practice. But yeah, my hope, my goal with this practice is just that you leave the mat feeling radiant and, you know, like you've sort of turned this light on from deep within. So my partner in crime is joining me again for this practice. So Noah and I will meet you on your mat. So when you're ready, yogis, go ahead and find a comfortable seated position. So think Sukhasana, crisscross applesauce, just whatever works for your body. And if you have trouble sitting down, use a block or a pillow or bolster to help support you from underneath. Once you feel ready and set up, just start to walk your arms forward. So we're just going to come down into a fold. Now you can take this as low as you want. So think arms can fully extend forward, forehead can come to the earth. You can even cross your arms and rest your head. And just start here with a deep breath in through your nose. Let's exhale out through the mouth. We'll do that again. Inhale through the nose. And exhale out through the mouth. And with every exhale here, just seeing if there's a little bit more depth and softening you can get into the pose. And with your eyes closed in this posture, just imagining yourself walking into like a not very well lit room. Just maybe it's dark, a dark space, a space that you can't quite see clearly in. And begin to imagine that as you breathe, your breath had a certain glow or light to it. And the more that you focused on your breath in this glow, as it just moves in front of your eyes, you start to develop this awareness that the room becomes less dark and the room starts to feel more lit. And in recognizing your ability to transform the experience that you're having, simply by witnessing something as simple as your breath. Take another inhale. And then exhale. Just gently start to blink your eyes open. And then slowly just bring yourself back up into a seated position. Nicely done, yogis. Come forward into a tabletop position. You're just meeting me on all fours. And with your arms straightened out, hands nice and wide, we're going to dip the belly down. Inhale, pulling the heart forward for one round of cow. Really sink your chest down, squeeze your shoulder blades together, and then exhale, round it out into cat. Perfect. Bring your spine back to neutral. And then turning your fingers out towards the long side edges of your mat, maybe even all the way towards the back of your knees. It really just depends on your range. Just taking it to that place where you can go. Just inhale, dipping down into cow. Pulling the chin forward, tailbone up high. And then exhale, rounding out into cat. Nicely done. From that cat position, start to turn your fingers back forward. Come back into a tabletop position. And then tucking your toes, let's come up slowly into downward facing dog. Great job. Take a deep breath in. And a slow breath out. And with your knees bent, just accordion your body into this pounce-like shape. And you might want to take your feet a little further out if it's helpful. And then inhale, I'd like for you just to roll forward into plank. And then exhale, bend your knees again, right, as if you were hovering in tabletop. Push back in that pounce shape. It's like a really closed downward facing dog. And then inhale, extend forward into plank. Exhale, bend your knees, push back. And then inhale, back into plank pose. Let's do one more. Exhale, bend your knees, accordion back. And then inhale, just coming up into plank, but then exhaling into a normal downward facing dog. Great job. Take your right leg up towards the sky. Nice, just stretch as much as you can. And then take your right big toe and middle toe and just bring it towards the back of your left Achilles point and pull down. Perfect. Release that stretch. Step your right foot forward. Drop your left knee down towards the ground, and then inhale, just send your arms up to the sky. Take a breath. Now exhale, cactus your arms. Open up through your chest. Let your head drop back. Now as it drops back, can you float your arms behind you and interlace your fingers? Nice. Pull down. Lift your heart up. Squeeze your shoulders together. And then exhale, release, and bring your body forward. Nicely done. Tuck through your back left toes. Lift the left knee up, and then plant that left foot down. We're gonna walk our arms over towards the left. So just reaching out towards the corner of your mat, that upper corner. Keep bending into your right knee. And then exhale, extend the leg just a little bit. Keep your fingers down. Nice. Inhale, re-lunge the knee. Exhale. Extend through the leg. Just a little bit. It's not a full extension. And again, we're going to inhale, lunge through the knee. And then exhale, extend through the leg. Continue to walk your arms long side edge of the mat, long side edge of the mat. Great job. And then walk your arms through as much as you can. And so ideally in this practice, we're using the breath to create this awareness of space in the body. In other words, to light a dark room, right? Just by using our breath. Another breath. Perfect. Walk your arms forward, back towards the middle, and then just swivel yourself forward towards the front of your mat. Nice. Step back, downward facing dog. From down dog, inhale, shift forward to plank, and exhale, lower all the way to your bellies. Nice. Inhale, reach your arms back, lift your legs, locust. So working on, instead of cobra or up dog, just a different stretch, and then exhale, lowering back down. Inhale, lift up all fours. Exhale, sit back, child's pose, just momentarily, knees wide, nestle in. And then inhale, shift forward, tabletop. Exhale, downward facing dog. Left leg comes up on an in-breath, three-legged dog. And then we just want to take the left big toe and the second toe to the right Achilles point and just sway the leg down. Perfect. Step your left foot forward, in between your hands as best you can. Drop your right knee to the earth. Great job. Take your arms up to the sky. Breathe in. And it's just this slow process of cactusing, right? Creating space, witnessing the breath. Drop the arms, interlace. And as you do, right, as you pull down, you're looking for the right thigh bone. You're looking to reach bone to bone. Peel the shoulders back. Breath in. And then exhale, curl the body forward, almost as if you were pitching in slow motion. And then tuck your right toes, lift the leg, ground the right foot down, and we're just walking to that corner edge of your mat. Now the left knee is bent. And then inhale, we straighten, reach to the arms and the toes. And then exhale, lunge back in. Inhale again, reach. Right, use your breath like a light. Exhale. One more. Inhale. And exhale. Now this time as you inhale, straighten the leg. You're just going to go long side edge, Parsarita. And then walk your arms through. Feel the weight even in all 3 points of your feet. Maybe look up towards the inseam of your pants. Nicely done. And then inhale, we're going to come up halfway, swivel back front of your mat, and then step backwards into downward facing dog. Now from that dog, we're rolling forward into plank, right? We're keeping with that radiant feeling in the body. Exhale, lower to your belly. Inhale, lift up locust. It's expanding with that inhale. And then exhale, lowering back down. Perfect. Pick yourself up. We meet in child's pose. Sitting back, stretching back. Take a few breaths here. Nicely done, yogis. Slowly sit back, tail towards the heels. Walk your knees in into hero's pose. Perfect. We're going to move into a small back bend from here. So moving into Ustrasana or camel pose, go ahead and come up onto your shin bones. For this variation, you can support your lower back, fingertips pointed down, or you can interlace your fingers and just reach down with your knuckles. Let your head drop back. Feed your hips forward towards an imaginary wall. Allow your mouth to open if you need to. And then exhale. Coming down. Just a moment in heroes. Little Virasana. Perfect. And then just make your way down into seated. We'll finish this practice with double pigeon yogis, which can be quite a stretch. So if you decide that you do need props to help you out, feel free to use a block or a pillow. But the modified variation will start with right leg out and then left ankle crossed over the top right knee. So not so much the thigh, but the knee. And we're going to flex that right foot as you lean forward. Flex into your left foot as well. Now, if you'd like to go a little bit deeper, moving into double pigeon, you can fold your right knee underneath, stacking shin bone to shin bone. And so that when you look down, you should see a triangle shape between your legs. And just flex both of your feet. You can stay seated or maybe begin to lean forward. I always like to bring my hands into Anjali Mudra, thumbs towards my third eye point. especially in moments where I just feel fuzzy. You know, I feel like things are dark and I really need to create this inner light, this inner radiance within my body. Inhale, start to come up. Exhale, just to let your legs come out into this small little pizza shape. Maybe leaning forward or pressing the blood down through the tops of the legs. And then we'll switch sides. So left leg's gonna stay out. Right ankle right on top of that left knee point, because again, that thigh just doesn't feel so good. Or full double pigeon as the left shin bone stacks under the right. Flex into both of your feet. Take a breath in. And then exhale, just finding the shape that really works for you in your practice. Hands in Anjali Mudra, or prayer position. Thumbs to the third eye. Inhale to lift your bodies up. Exhale to release the legs. Again, just a small little pizza slice. And just massaging out through the tops of your legs. Beautiful, yogis. We're going to finish on our backs. And just keeping your knees bent, your feet flat. Just setting your body up for a bridge pose. And we're gonna lift the hips up. And when your hips come up, try to interlace your fingers just beneath your lower back or your sacrum. And then pushing the bottom of the hands, the fists, downwards. Walk your shoulders in as you thrust the hips up. So we do that by pushing down into the feet, pulling the chin away from your chest. Your belly is gonna get really round and inflated. Relax your jaw. And chin away from the chest. And exhale, lower down. Now from this point, we want to keep the radiance of the spine, right? That spark. So extend left leg out and then right leg out. Now you can finish your practice here with Shavasana, yogis. Again, if you're short on time, slowly start to make your way up into a seated position. And you can stay right where you are again if you have time to rest. And we'll just seal this practice off like we always do, with gratitude and deep love. Thank you so much for joining us. Namaste, yogis.